Hi and welcome back, and in this lecture we'll be looking at how to set up filters to exclude information. Now this is an important step on the beginning of your Google Analytics journey, as you want to get the setup correct, as any issues here will mean some data being lost, and once anything is missed, it's missed for life, so you can't backtrack to retrieve any lost data. So here we will look at the importance of selecting multiple views for a property and setting up filters within these. So now what you typically want is 3 separate views. So let's get cracking. So first of all, you go into admin on the bottom left. And as you can see from the screen, we've already covered account, property and views, and how you can have multiple views for one property. And that's basically multiple views for one unique tracking ID. So this is my test account right now, so as you can see there's no particular views set up. So as I was saying, what you really want is 3 particular views. So first of all, what you want is raw data. So this is a view with every bit of unfiltered data which you can look at. So this is important to have in case you think you've set up filters too stringently or anything else. And then you have a test view. Now this is where you can set different filters and make sure you're happy with the results. So if you configure something incorrectly, we may inadvertently lose data we want to collect. So it's best to test all of our configurations in this test view first. At this stage it's recommended to add a setting which filters out bot and spider traffic in this test view. To do this, you select view settings, check the box for bot and spider traffic and hit save. And then finally you have a master view. So once filters have been tested and you're satisfied with them, with the filter conditions, this can be duplicated to the master view, which will be your main go-to view. So basically to create a view, all you do is you select create view in the top here. And you'll most likely have a website selected here. And then you just put in the view name. So first what we want is raw data. So we just put in raw. And just make sure the time zone is correct to your particular time zone. And create view. And that's all you have to do. And you can see here you've got raw set up. And again, you just do the exact same for test view and master view. So I'll just quickly jump ahead and create test view and master view. Okay, so that's me created all views. So you just click the drop down, make sure you've got all of the views set up. You got master, raw and test view. And as I was saying before, as a test view, you want to filter out bot and spider traffic. So in order to do that, you make sure you're on test view from here and you select view settings. And then once you're in view settings, you just check the tick box for exclude all hits from known bots and spiders. And you click save, and as simple as that. And that's it done. So once you've created all views, these can be used to back up your data. So test new analytics configurations and do daily reporting and analysis. Now once you've done that, additional filters are required. Again, this will be at the test view stage. So the first thing you want to do is you want to filter out traffic generated internally. So this will let you see customer traffic without employee or internal traffic influencing the results. And in order to do this, once you're in test view, you select filtering and then add filter. So we will go into filtering and add a filter. Okay, so ensure that create new filter radio button is selected, and then you select filter name. So we will just put in there internal traffic. And now you have predefined filters and custom filters. So predefined lets you choose some of the most common filtering you might have. For example, you have traffic from ISP domain, from IP address, subdirectories and host names, or you can go in at custom where you can create specific traffic that you want to exclude. So we're just going to select predefined in this instance because it's just traffic from our IP address. So you make sure you click exclude instead of include, and then you have traffic from IP address, and you have that are equal to. Okay, so now you put in your own IP address for the machine that you are using. Now you might not know what your IP address is, so you simply just go onto the Google main page, and let me just show you quickly right now. And you simply type in find my IP, and there you'll have your full IP address in IPv4 IPv6 protocol. If it's IPv4, you'll just see numbers there, but it is in IPv6. So don't worry, either or you can put in. So I just simply copy that in there, and I put it in here. And then I do save. Okay, so let me just wait for that to save, and that's it. So you can see one filter set up, and we just called it internal traffic, and we put this in the test view. Now once you've done this, you want to basically test it to make sure internal traffic isn't included when it's viewing data. Specifically, the easiest way to check it is in real-time analysis to see if it's finding your machine when you're on your particular website. So as I've created it in different views, if I was to access my website in this particular view, I shouldn't see my page, but if I access it from a different view that doesn't have this filter in it, I should be able to see my page. So let's just quickly test this. So currently, let me just go to that particular view. So I'll scroll down, and here's my 3 views. So I'll go into the master view. So I've not copied that particular filter to this view, so I should be able to see me going on to that particular page. So this is that same test page that was on in one of the previous lectures. Let me just type it in there. Okay, so that's me on the main page here. And if I go on to real-time reports, you can see right now it's already finding it there because it just shows you a little preview there. But if I go into there, and you can check from location to make sure it is yourself. So that's me there. I'm on the password page and I'm at the right location. So that's fine. You shouldn't expect the filtering to work there because I haven't copied it over to the master view. Now if I go over to the test view, and that does have that particular filter in, so it shouldn't show there. So let's just quickly test this. And there you have it. So I'm in the test view there, and I go into overview of real-time reports, and there you can see there's nothing there. So the filter you set up, the filter I set up for internal traffic is working. So that's all you really need to do. And once you're satisfied that you've got it working, you can copy this over to your master view. So in order to do this, you go back to the admin page. Then you go into master view. And then you go into filtering. Okay, so currently there's no filter here, so you click on add filter. Now you could click create new filter and go through all of that again, type in the IP address, but all you have to do is simply apply existing filter. So we called it internal traffic. So I would select that and then click add and then click save. And that's all there is to it. And now you can see I'm in the master view and the internal traffic filter is on there. So again, if you just want to test it to make sure it's copied over and it definitely won't show in your master view, you can go back into here, select master view, and let us just refresh this. And go back in here. Now bear in mind, when you currently have a live session, it does show for a good few minutes before it sort of drops off. So this particular hit here is still from the previous session, or the session that we were on before we added the filter to the master view. So you may have to give it a bit of time before this drops off, and then you can test it for sure to make sure that particular exclusion was active. But you can probably see it from here because the page view has finished. So it finished about 5 minutes ago. There's no more page views, but it takes a little while to update and for that particular sort of session to drop off, and you will be able to see that. So we'll just wait. Okay, so just fast forward now. I waited 1 or 2 more minutes. It's gone past 6-7 minutes since I had a live sort of recording of me on the website. So now it's taken effect. The traffic or the filter I set up for internal traffic, and you can see it's 0 traffic, and it's on the master view for that particular account. And if I just refresh that page, I'm still on that particular website, and that's it there. So now you can see it's copied over to the master view, and then basically means the internal traffic is working correctly and you managed to copy it over. So that's basically all you have to do to set up filtering. So you can set up other types of filtering as well, and you can set up some custom filtering, but the one for internal traffic is probably one that you would all want to set up, since it is, you don't want to skew your data with your own internal traffic. Okay, so that's the end of this lecture, and I'll see you on the next lecture.